welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're seeing me for the first time, thank you, and if you have been here before, thank you as well. So today I just want to quickly say something. In case you're wondering why I'm like this, I'm leaning on a table. I don't want to I just feel like leaning on the table to talk today, so just in case. And also, I'm not on low cut. I have hair, just in case, because this video, it makes it look as if I am on low cut. Okay. So if you are planning on staying back in Australia after your studies, if you have the intentions to stay back after your studies in Australia, there are things you need to start putting in place. In fact, as a matter of fact, if you want to come to Australia to study, you need to begin to ask yourself if you would want to stay back. You need to consider that. So if there's any chance at all that you think you would want to stay back, please, there are things you need to do, you need to put right before it becomes too late. Because by the time you get there and after your studies, you didn't do those things, I mean, like, you don't do what you're supposed to do, it's going to be a bit more difficult. Like, it's going to be difficult for you to achieve your permanent residency, like if you want to remain in Australia after your studies. So it's really important you begin to work well, begin to do things right from the onset. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about those things you need to put into consideration from the beginning, from now that you're not even started. Okay, I'm going to be talking about those things so that you know what to do. All right, so if you're interested and you want to know, please. So welcome back, and please, I would like to say at this point that if you find my content interesting, please, I would like you to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up and ask your question, comment down below, say something, whatever you think you want to know. I will do well to answer your questions. Thank you. So let's go into the video proper. If you are considering to study in Australia and you have not thought about this, please, you should think about it. Think whether you would want to stay back. Okay, you need to think about it. If by any chance you feel that you might stay, it's better you begin to do things right. Now you need to know this information, because some agents wouldn't tell you, they won't ask you, they'll just encourage you to get admission into any university that they are affiliated to. So you need to know about this. Now, one of the things you need to do, you need to put into consideration is if you're what is it again? Okay, yeah, is the city where you would study. Like now in Australia, we all know that Australia is a really big country, and then the major cities in Australia are Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, and it's like people cluster a lot in that city. There are a lot of people, so they want people to move to other regional areas. Okay, so because of that, if you study in a regional area, you have more points. You have more points counting towards your permanent residency. You have more points, which is a good one. And also there's another thing, which is SOL occupations that are in the Australian SOL list. You need to make sure that you're doing such occupations. Those occupations are occupations that Australian government or Australia would be in need of. Like, you know, there are something that they want them to, that they want people to, or more, how do I even put it? What am I saying? Like, I mean, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, occupations that they are in need of. Okay, yeah, that they are more in need of. So such occupation, you need to check if the course you want to do falls into the SOL list. It's important. Just Google it. You'll find it on the internet. SOL list, Australian SOL list for 2021, for 2020, whatever. Okay, and you just check it and check if your listing falls into it. And now the way you'll be able to choose this list, you don't just choose anything. Maybe, for example, you're in this occupation, or this is what you want to do, and then you just jump entirely into something else. No, look for, there are some other things that might not be what you want to study initially, but you are interested in such things. Okay, so you don't end up doing a course that will frustrate you and you will not be happy that you're doing. So you can also look for courses that are somehow related to what you like doing. somehow, something that you can, that you can relate to, you can, go for such things, or something that you have done in the past in one way or the other, you can go for such things as well. So that's one of the things you need to do. So these are the things that are very, very important that you do, because by the time you get to Australia after your studies, you didn't study in a regional area. I don't know, maybe, well, there could be other way out, but it will be very, very difficult. But this one is very, very important. It's very easy. It counts towards your point to achieving your permanent residency in Australia. So I think that is it. Number one, make sure that the course you're going to, the city that you're going to study is in a regional area. And then number two, make sure that that the course you're going to do is in the SOL list. These two things are important. Your agents might not tell you, but just have it in mind and know what to do. Okay, so thank you so much. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not yet subscribed before. Thank you so much, and God bless you.